Hey, this is René, welcome back for another video on this channel. Today we have to talk about the range breakout trading strategy for gold. This is probably the most profitable strategy that was ever traded live over a long period of time here on YouTube. In a little bit more than 1 year on my YouTube channel, I streamed almost every day live and it made over 17,000 euro of live trading profits. These are not demo profits or prop firm profits. These are actual profits and they already made huge withdrawals. Also, you can use this strategy completely for free if you use an account with one of my partner brokers. Make sure to check out the links below this video to learn more about this. But in this video, we want to talk about the actual strategy. So I will explain exactly how the strategy works. There's no interpretation needed. Once you know how it's done, you can do it yourself. Really, I'm not holding back anything. There's no interpretation needed, as it should be for a good and reliable trading strategy. Then also, I will show you trading examples that were taken in my actual live account for the last week before we then have a look at the strategy in the MetaTrader 5. So I will show you again in real time how the strategy trades and how the logic works, and then you will also see a long-term backtest. And by long-term, I really mean long-term. So we are not having a look only at 1 month, but we will have a look at the last 10 years, just to then also take a little bit more than 1 year of actual proof, because I traded this account for more than 1 year in my live account, and we will compare this 1 year of live trading performance to the testing performance in the same time period. This is one very important test that I always do for my strategies and that I can also recommend to everyone, because it will give you a lot more trust in the strategy if you see that the backtesting results match the results in your live trading account. So if you want to see this and if you appreciate the transparency and the straightforward approach, please make sure to leave a like for this video and also subscribe. It would really mean the world to me. But now let's start with the actual strategy. Okay, so here on my PC, I can show you the actual strategy. So let's jump right into this. So here you can see this is in my live trading account. We do have one open trade also currently in gold with the range breakout expert advisor. And the strategy really is as simple as it gets, because here you can see this range. It is in yellow currently, and this is where the name is coming from. It is the range breakout. So it's really what the name says. We do create a range, and this range is a time range, I always say, because we take 2 points in time throughout the day, and here it is from 3:05 up until 6:05. This is how I currently trade it in my live trading account. So between these 2 times, we then find the lowest point, which is on this specific day at 3:45, and we find the highest point, which on this day is around 4:05 in the morning. And once we do have these points and we reach the time of 6:05, then we immediately see that the expert advisor, or the strategy that I trade here with an automated expert advisor, places 2 orders. We find a buy stop order and a sell stop order. Here currently we only see the buy order, which was executed already, and this is because once one order is executed, the other order is immediately cancelled. So if we have a look at the settings here, and the settings of the expert advisor that you can download for free on my website, they are a little bit different, but still you can trade the exact same strategy, or actually you can trade a lot more with the expert advisor from the website because it's more flexible. But here we can already see I risk about 1% of my account here, which is 500 euro for every single trade. Then I do have a take profit, a percentage of 0, which means that I don't have a take profit. So my wording was a little bit bad. I do not use a take profit with this strategy. Instead, I do use a stop loss, and the stop loss is always 1% away from the open price, and the 1% is calculated on the position open price. So here from this level, you can see we need to go 1% down, which here are 33 points in gold, or 3,330 MetaTrader 5 points. So this means 1% of the position open price. This is always the stop loss for my trades. Then if we go back to the settings, I told you already I trade from 305 to 605, or this is the range. And then after 605, immediately the buy and sell stop orders will be placed. And then if the orders are not executed, or if they are executed, then the trades will be closed at 18:55, which is 6:55 p.m. So this is also, if I zoom out, I hope we can see it. Yes, we can see it. If I zoom out, you can see these little horizontal lines. They end at 18:55, and this is exactly when all of the open positions will be closed, or all of the remaining orders that were not executed will be deleted. And I think this is about it. Yeah, here you can also see we trade a maximum of 1 buy and 1 sell trade. And then if one trade is executed, the rest is cancelled. And we do not use a range filter. I used the range filter in the beginning when I started to trade it in this account. Now I disabled it. It does not make too much of a difference. It's more of a minor change, I would say. So it's kind of personal preference if you want to use this range filter or not. But that's the strategy. There's not more to it. So now let's have a look at the trades of the last week. So if we have a look at the last week, we can see this was on Monday here. So you can see the range was created between 305 and 605, and then there was a breakout, and this was a perfect trade actually, because we can see at 18:55 the trade was closed with more than 1% in profit, which means that the profit was greater than 500 euro. But of course, not every day is a winning day. Do not expect the strategy to have a hit rate like, I don't know, 70% or so. Usually the hit rate is rather small. I think the hit rate is around, I don't know, 40-45% maybe. But I think, or maybe, I don't know, we will see it later in the analysis, but the hit rate is not incredibly high. The profit comes from days when you make exponentially high profits. But also, as we see here on Tuesday, this is not always the case, because here we just lost. So far Monday was a profit which was greater than 500, Tuesday was a loss which was around 500, then Wednesday, and this is actually how the typical day looks. It's somewhere in between. It's not a super huge profit, but it's more like an average profit or an average loss, because most trades just, of course, like the price fluctuates around the breakout level. So this is like a typical day, and it's just a small profit. Then Thursday, same thing, just a small profit. And you will also often see that after the closing time, for example, the price drops into the direction of your trade, or before the closing price, before the closing time, the trade was more in profit, and then it was closed with a smaller profit. But then also sometimes you have like perfect trades like here on Friday, where it made another 1% profit, which was kinda a perfect exit. But what does this tell us? It does not tell us that we need to find the perfect exit every single time, because it's just unrealistic. No strategy can guarantee this, no trader can guarantee it. So the power of this strategy, and in my opinion of any strategy to be honest, comes from consistency. And this is why it is so important to not only have a look at 1 week what we did now. This was just to show you some example trades. But if you really want to have a look at the performance and try to identify good strategies, then you have to check long-term backtests. And this is really important. A lot of people on YouTube, like traders, they say they tested a strategy for like 1 week or 1 month, but that's not really an honest approach, because 1 week or 1 month actually it means nothing. And this is what we can also see if we now switch to my MetaTrader for a more detailed analysis. First of all, I want to show you a quick visualized backtest again, and this is, by the way, the expert advisor now in the same form that you can also download on my webpage. So you can see there are a lot more settings, but if you watch closely, a lot of these settings I don't really use. So in the end, with the settings that I put here, it's the exact same strategy that I just explained in my live account. So if you want to watch this and copy this, you can do this. It's not a recommendation. These are just my settings. It's your own money, it's your own risk, but of course you can be inspired by my settings, and if you want, you can use them, of course. But yeah, let me do a test now for 2025 in the visualized mode. This is just to show you how powerful, first of all, the strategy tester is, because it helps you to really get a good overview of a strategy without having to trade it live for a long period of time. So you can see this is now just simulating everything on historical data, and you can see here perfectly on the first trading day in 2025, which was here the 2nd of January, the range was created. We see the range, it identified the highest and lowest point. Then we do see the buy stop and the sell stop order. And if I fast forward a little bit more, you can see in the moment, the exact moment when the buy order is executed, the sell stop order is deleted. And then, yeah, the program, the strategy, or this expert advisor in this case, it just waits until the end of the day, so the trade is then closed. And that's basically the strategy. So you can see super simple strategy. Here on this day, it was a very good trade. And then the next day, it's just the same thing as before. Here you can see it was a sell trade, and yeah, I could show you this now in for the whole year 2025, but that's, to be honest, not really interesting. Instead, what I want to show you here, and which is actually super interesting and important, I want to show you a long-term backtest. So I will disable the visual mode. I will go to 2015 up until 2025, and you can then see I will test this every tick based on real tick. I do have high quality data coming from the Quant Data Manager. This is from the Dukascopy data feed. Also, I set the spread to 10 points, and I included all of the trading costs, the trading commission. So you can see this is as accurate as a backtest can get, I would say. So if I now click on start, we can watch this long-term backtest here, really show us the performance theoretically for the last 10 years. And then we will talk again for a quick summary. Okay, so here we are. This is the long-term backtest, and we can clearly see that it is not always going perfect. It's not always going great, but there are periods where this strategy can really make a lot of profit. So again, this is why consistency matters. Like, if you're just there every single day, in my opinion, there is a chance that long-term this strategy will make profits, and this is also what the last year has shown. First of all, let's have a look at the results here. As I said, you would not have like the crazy highest hit rate. I'm surprised that it's even above 50%, but yeah, I mean, these are the numbers. You can look at the numbers if you're interested. And now also what I want to do is, and as I said, this is one really important test for me because I traded this strategy live for over 1 year now. We can also have a look at my actual live trading reset. So you can see from the 30th of April 2024, which is at this point like 1 year and 3 months, if I'm not wrong, or 4 months. But yeah, around this period. And yeah, you can easily see that my live performance was really good, and the key figures, especially like the profit factor, it's a lot better than the long-term backtest. And this is clearly because if we have a look at this, like just have a look at the performance of the period where I really traded this, which starts around here where my cursor is right now. So you can see I was starting this in a really lucky period. And that's just how trading is. Like, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And in this case, I had a lucky start with this strategy. So I was able to capitalize on this performance. And if we just compare this last block in the performance to the performance in my actual live account, we can see it is really similar. Like, we had 1, 2 small dips, like actually like really small dips, and we kind of also saw this here. I think like in the beginning and here. And then like lately, the last few days, we're also coming back a bit. And this is also what we see here in my live account. So yeah, we can see the live trading performance is really similar to the testing performance. Usually I also then do a test for just the exact same period, test it in the strategy tester, and then compare it to my live account. Here I will not do it because, as I said, it's not like we will not see the exact same results, because also I made a minor change in my live trading settings with changing like the range filter, the range size filter, so we will not really be able to compare it like 100% accurately, but still this is good enough at this point and for this video. It's just like I wanted to show you that, I mean, the live trading performance is just perfect, like better than I ever expected. I mean, this is like 17,000 euro of actual live trading profits that I already withdrew, and it's just great. But of course, we always need to have a look at the bigger picture. So I don't just want to tell you like this works every time, every day, every year, because it's just not true. Like you see here, like historically, there would have been periods like from 2020 to, I don't know, like 2023 or even 2024. If you would have started trading at this point, you would have had like 2 years of consistent drawdown and sideways performance. So this is also the reality of trading. And this is my opinion why only long-term backtest can give you some kind of confidence and some kind of estimation like how the future could be, even though in the end it could still be completely different. But yeah, that's like just from my experience, from my live trading experience. Since I started this account, it's the best performing strategy. So I just wanted to share it with you, and I hope you like this little insight. I mean, I hope I was able to show you like exactly how to trade it. There's no like hiding anything. You can do this on your own account starting from today or tomorrow. You can do it manually, or as I said, or also like check out the links below this video or just my website ian.bmtrading.de, and you will be able to also use this expert advisor, like the automated trading strategy for the MetaTrader 5 with my partner brokers, because with a strategy like this, which is like really like there's no interpretation needed, it's just like the same thing every single day. And for a strategy like this, it actually doesn't really make sense to do it manually. So do yourself a favor, do it with automated trading programs. You can use my program or code it yourself. I mean, I just told you how it works. It's not such a big deal. So hope you like this insight. I'm out. Thanks for watching. And also let me know in the comments what you think about this. I know many people already trade this strategy also because they saw it on my channel, but actually it's not like, of course it's not my strategy. It's around for I think like 30 years or more. So let me know in the comments if you also made some experience with this strategy. Also, I would be super interested if you traded in other symbols, maybe also symbols that I do not trade yet. So please give me a feedback on that, would be really appreciated. And that's it. That's it for this video. All I wanted to say. Hope you like this insight, and I will see you in the next video. So until then, have a great time and good trades. I'm out. Bye-bye.